What's up, my lambs? Welcome back to Humpday Horror, the series where I play horror games for Wednesdays, and this Wednesday is no goddamn different. Today we're playing Lost Wiki, which I believe is short for Lost Wikipedia, and that's what we got. We got here. It's a wiki-based horror game where we're gonna get in this. It's Kozlovka. And nothing in this game is real, is what they had a little warning at the beginning, and it's better played on a computer. I guess rip Steam Deck players, rip console players, get rid of your controller, throw it in the trash. Who cares? We're version 1.2, baby, system code 342. Let's get into here. User ID. Oh. All right, they have one in for us. We're clicking buttons. Let's go. Looks like I got mail. Okay, potential job in Kozlovka. I've read your articles, and I think you can notice what others miss. You're thorough, and, more importantly, careful. And that's what I need. I've granted you limited access to the database. It holds more than enough if you know where to look. Attachments to database. All right, let's go to the doc. Okay, instructions. Use hyperlinks to navigate around the database. Drag the right words to the report. When you are satisfied with your conclusion, submit the findings to me. I will review them. Oh, I'm plussing it. Nice. Okay. Very cool. Okay. All right. Well. What do we got here? In the mail, then press the attachment to the file you would like to view. Hold and drag and move it to scroll around. Alternatively, you can plus minus the buttons. Yeah, I see that. What's in the mail? Just this? Database instructions. Love to see it. No images. What do we got here? Enter your current code, followed by local... Okay, I don't know what the code is. What do we got in the notepad? Blank is a quiet town in... Okay. Yep. Kozlovka is a quiet town in Zarnava. It is beside a vibrant woodland with very distinct ecosystems. At the heart, the town itself is has a thriving business, which boasts beautiful harvest provides. Okay, cool. Let's go find it. Okay. Forest. And town boasts its agricultural achievements. Okay, with a thriving agricultural. What does it refer to? It's found in this, survived by the challenge including German occupation, World War II, later Soviet influence. We got a picture. Anything crazy in the picture? Just a black and white picture. Not sure. Doesn't look that crazy. Not yet, at least. Okay, well, that's neat. Founded in 1989, survived significant German occupation. That locals refer to it as the... I don't know. What do the locals refer to it as? Okay, is located in the town in Karslov, known for its distinct nature feature. Ancient tree, the darkened oak, which believed under 1,000 years old, is also home to a unique fungus called the symbiotic ergot. We got some more ergot lore here. Damn. Okay. Medicinals are known very potent. Even with their success, there has been pushes, most notably the modern farming initiative proposed in the 90s. Sure. There we go. What? Access restricted? Dragon of password required. Date of Winter Festival. Okay. Sure. Let's see if we can find this. Okay, occupied the Germans, source of food supply, battalions carrying. Okay, in June, offensive was launched. The maize forest, dozens were lost in the forest, which the Soviet declared independence. Okay. So we got this image. Got this image. Nothing. Battlefield Forest. Okay. I guess we gotta go. What was this? Quercus dracensis. Draken oak is a rare and ancient tree in the Biawalzia forest. The carving on the trunk was said to be pagan traditional honor of agricultural season. It is protected by the Zarnavian government in 1980, established the independence. All right, let's check out the government. Sorry, government's restricted. Oh, 1991. Hell yeah, let's go! No images. Zarnavian Cultural Preservation Initiative. This initiative started in 1991 when the Zarnava gained independence. Its purpose was preserved sites, document cultural significance. See below list of topics related to the ZCPI. All right. The Draken Oak. We know that. Back, we want to go to the Modern Farming Initiative. The Modern Farming Initiative was proposed by Major Jan Dragonov of 1991 to revise Kozlaka. Man, I'm never going to be able to do this. Agricultural practices. It was approved by the Zarnavian government after achieving independence the same year. The proposal was involved in Casimir Ostrovsky, who was involved in the town to undergo research and proposed ultimately scrapped. Okay. Okay, this picture's just in this picture's just it's in a language you can't read. Well, let's talk about Slavic rune symbols. Zarnavians have an Eastern Slavic ancestry, formed pagan beliefs, some which come from the ruins. Few locals, like the witch, still believe they hold power. See below a list of common Slavic symbols. Alright, well, who the fuck's the witch? Oh shit, there she is, she got a red eye. Okay, well. Red Eye Witch. The witch is a local shaman who owns a small shop in Kozlokov's High Street. She is most known for her appearance, with her iconic one bloodshot eye. Even as a pillar of Kozlokov's culture, there is a decline in interest in ancient pagan rituals. As a tourist, you can get her signature. Spiritual chalk. Okay. Spiritual chalk is the flagship product of the witch. A local shaman on the car. Okay, yeah. It is advertised to be able to commune with the surrounding nature and the souls of those who perished with the rune symbols. Perished with rune symbols. Okay. Traditionally, it is a woman's job to mark the sites with rune symbols, as many did in the past. All right, that's nice. All right, we got the witch, we got the symbols, we got who's Perun's mark. Associated with the god of thunder, this Slavic rune was believed to offer protection against the misfortune and ill omens. Okay. What about Okay. Radovic? This is a Slavic rune linked to the family lineage and the ancestral blessing frequently found on household objects. Okay, very cool. The fuck is this? It's just do not enter sign. Slavic rune is a symbol of forgiveness and peace. It is often used in pagan rituals associated with restless spirits. Zemiania's cross. It's a lot of crosses. This Slavic rune is a symbol of fertility, tied to bountiful harvests. Okay. It is often carved into the tools of boundary stones. Oh, tools are carved into tools or boundary stones. Reading is tough. All right, we got twin glyph. What's twin glyph all about? Two interwoven lines represented duality, growth and decay, renewal and remembrance. Some rural communities believe that this Slavic rune was the symbol of transition rather than an end. Baby, let's go. Okay, that was that was fun, but yeah, let's talk about some symbiotic ergot. Clepsypsis symbiotica. Symbiotic ergot is a unique fungus in the Bialoesian forest that relies on a symbiotic relationship with their plant host, the draken oak. The fungus is known to cause extraordinary fertility of the surrounding land. Dr. Kazimierz Ostrovsky was the leading expert in symbiotic ergot. Though common, it can also be used as a medical herb. Okay, let's talk. What's Doc all about? This article has been modified from an earlier entry. Dr. Kazimierz Ostrovsky is a Russian mycologist who specialized in the study of a rare fungi. He moved to Sarnava and dedicated most of his 30-year career studying the symbiotic ergot. He was invited to Kozlovka. I'm never going to be able to pronounce that. Never going to happen. As part of the Modern Farming Initiative, primarily researching the ecosystem and the forest. Nice, okay. Modern Farming Initiative. Do we check this out? Okay. We got the doctor here. Okay, let's go Jan. Who's Jan? The mayor. Jan Dragunov. This article's also been modified from an earlier entry. Jan Dragunov is the current mayor of Kozlovka. He came into mayorship after he superseded his father, Attila Dragunovska, in 1992, who is best known for proposing the Modern Farming Initiative, in which he invited Dr. Okay, good. Modern Farming Initiative. What else we got? Karlovka's agricultural practices. Kozlovka is most known for its agricultural achievements. Their yearly yield supplies around 10% of the food in Zarnava. That's cool. Their medical herbs are also known to be overtly potent. Overtly potent. Not overly potent, just overtly. Even with their success, there have been pushes in the industry to industrialize their practices, most notably the Modern Farming Initiative in the 90s, baby. We got graphs. We got databases. Okay. The locals refer to as that's the dragon oak. Okay. Medical herbs. Ironically, due to Karlovka's incredibly fertile soil, the medical herbs grown in the area are too potent for use. They are not approved by the government. However, some locals vouch for their effectiveness, such as the local pharmacist, Dr. Mistilov Dragunov, and the witch, although she advocates for more use in ancient pagan rituals. All right. So we got a new character. We got Dr. Mistilov, and we got incredibly fertile soil, baby. Oh no, okay, that's not there. All right. Dr. Mislav Dragunov is an accomplished medical doctor and the local pharmacist of Kozlovka. He was the first to formulate a medicine using the local colony of symbiotic ergot. No one has been able to replicate his success. He is a vocal advocate of the Kozlovka's medical herb from nationwide medical use. Okay. All right. So we got the forest, Draken Oak. That's what this is supposed to be. Submit findings. Let's go. Kozlovka is a quiet town in Zarnavia. It is beside the Biawazian forest, a vibrant woodland with very distinct ecosystem. In the heart of the forest, a tall tree stands proud. The locals refer to as the Draken Oak. The town itself is a thriving agricultural business, one which boasts bountiful harvests and provides food sustainability. You got mail. Need more than this. You found something, but not enough. If you want to keep going, you'll need to understand where this place began. Look for patterns, connections. Flowchart is a tool, not a solution. Follow threads, not labels. Okay. Engraved in the tree, there are two ruins, the top being and the bottom being. Okay, nice. Let's find the tree. Okay, the top being, that's good. Where's the witch now? That's the cross and then the thing. I guess those are the little, oh, it's got a whole bunch of little symbols at the bottom too, saying do not enter. Symbiotic ergot, we can then find the witch, right? Where's the witch? All right. This, where is my, I know how that works. Battle for the Forest, Symbiotic ergot, Doctor, not Forest, where were we at? Farming Initiative, where's the witch? Where's the witch at? Is this guy? Who talks about the witch? Huh. Where do I find this stuff? No, not this. Where's my flowchart? Did it go away? Oh, there it is. Okay. Jan. What about Jan? Oh, because there's this. I can look at Daddy. But I don't want to look at Daddy just yet. I don't want to look at Daddy just yet. Where's the symbols at? Dragunov family, sure. Where's the witch? Witch. Spiritual chalk. Go back. No. Oh my god. Oh my god. Witch. Spiritual chalk. Where do I find the symbols? Slavic symbols. Perfect. Alright, so the first one is... On the top, there is a cross. Bottom, there is a twin glyph. These beliefs are not unfounded, for there are colonies of around the tree. Colonies of mushrooms. Come on. Symbiotic ergot. Right? Believed or not unfounded, there are colonies of symbiotic ergot around the tree. The fungus is likely to cause the town's spiritual success. It's true. Yeah. Engraved in the tree are two runes. Top being... Alright, let's submit. What do you mean this is not correct? Oh, medical herbs? What? Locals clear spiritual beliefs tied to the forest. They believe there is not unfound... The beliefs? These beliefs are not unfounded, for there are colonies of blank around the tree. The fungus is likely caused the... Is it not symbiotic ergot? Yeah. The fuck was that? All right. Engraved on the tree, there are two runes. The top being Zemia's cross and the bottom being twin glyph. The local clearly holds spiritual beliefs tied to the forest. Those beliefs are not unfounded, for there are colonies of symbiotic ergot, which I put first, and then it told me I was wrong. Around the tree, the fungus is likely cause of the town's agricultural success. Bah. Bah. Okay, what do we got? The real brief. Thank you. Apologies for being cautious. I needed to know you are the right person for the job. I haven't been fully honest with you. This isn't just research. Someone I cared about disappeared in the early 90s. Official records are incomplete and inconsistent. Most people stopped asking. I didn't. All right, in the 1990s, there was a string of disappearances, most notably. Okay, let's go find some of that shit. Where do we find that? Okay, what do we got here? Draken Oak Farming, Slavic, Town Ledger. Passcode hint. No available hint. How do I get into the ledger then? Okay, well. What else we got? So there's a ledger we don't have a hint for. So the ledger, don't have a Jan. Atilia. This article is modified. Atilia Dragunov was the mayor of Kozlovka from 1945 to 1992. Hell, yeah, man, that's a long-running mayor, that's for sure. He was best known for establishing the Kozlovka police force and his affection for bisons. Okay, that's an odd fact, but sure. He was superseded by his son, Jan Dragunov, when he mysteriously vanished as part of a tragedy commonly known as the 90s disappearance. Okay, we got Attila, is most notably. Okay, now we got 90s disappearance. 15 people vanished from Kozlovka over the course of 2 months in the summer of 1992, most notably Atilia Dragunov among the missing, as well as one non-local. The investigation led by Jan ran cold after a year, having only found a few items from several victims. This was the most recent tragedy that the town had to endure. All right, let's take a look at this shit then. All right, we got a pair of glasses, number 14, and a strange symbol beside. I don't think that was one of the ones on our sheet. Maybe it was. Pair of glasses, number 14, baby. Most recent. Well, let's click on tragedy, see what happened. Restricted. No hint available. Maybe it's 1992. It was not 1992. Interesting. Most recent tragedy that the town had to endure. This is the most recent tragedy? Okay, so what do we got here? Blank was also a victim of the disappearances. It was because of this that the police force was scrapped? I don't know. The victim belonging were found in the blank, which is where they presumed to have met their ends. So I don't have any access to that. Battle of the Forest. Occupied 1944, maybe? Battalions occupying the region. June 1944, a huge offensive was launched, quartering the Nazis in the Biawazian forest. Dozens of lives were lost to the forest. Wait. Dozens of lives were lost to the forest, which ended in a Soviet victory afterwards. Zarnava declared independence in 1991. 1944? 1944 is what I'm going to try and see if that's what this is. Oh, how do I go back? Oh, can't go back. 1945? Huh. All right. Let's see our map again, see what we got going on. Is there a clue here? Date of the Winter Festival. I don't know. 12/24? That's a winter festival. 24? 25? No? Okay. Interesting. What else we got? Close out town ledger. Passcode required. No hints. Interesting. Two months. 15 people. 2 months. As well as a non-local. Anything in Jan's bullshit? Cat. Okay. The doctor studied rare fungus, symbiotic ergot, modern farming initiative. Okay. Revised the agricultural practices were proposed to involved, was invited to the town to undergo research. The proposal was ultimately scrapped in 1992. Oh. Oh. Was he one? Hold on. Studied the fungus, he moved to and just dedicated most of his 30-year career studying symbiotic ergot. He was invited to Kozlov as part of the Modern Farming Initiative. When did this start? Modern Farmer Initiative was proposed by Mayor Jan Dragunov in 1991 to revise Kozlovka's archaeological practices, was approved by the Zarnovian government after achieving independence in the same year. Okay. So I'm putting things together, I think. The proposal involved Dr. Kazimiri Ostrovsky, who was invited to the town to undergo research. The proposal was ultimately scrapped in 1992. So I'm getting, he was a victim? Was Doctor a victim? And it was, because of this, the modern initiative was scrapped? The victim's belongings were found in the woods. I'm guessing the woods, right? In the woods? All right, let's see if this is right. In the... where is it? Where's the woods? Where are the woods at? I did it. In the 1990s, there was a string of disappearances, most notably Atelia Dragunov. Dr. Kazimiri Ostrovsky was also a victim of the disappearance. It was because of this that the Modern Farming Initiative was scrapped. The victim's belongings were found in the Bielozia forest, which were there, which is where they are presumed to have met their ends. Did I do it? Did I do it? Ah, I inferred. Dig deeper. I can't believe they were so close to the town. This changes a lot of things. I need you to investigate further. By now, you must have tried to access our tragedy page. We normally don't show this to the public, but I'll make an exception. Oh, access request. Okay, nice. What do we got here? Request of access. Dear Vola, thank you for contacting Town Hall. After considering your close relationship with the governing bodies, your request access to the article of Kozlovka's tragedies has been approved. Below is the one-time code to access the page, 7328. Regards, Kozlovka Town Management. Thanks, Vola. I'm going to be looking into you, too, Vola Lysenko. Well, I need that in the mail, actually. What was that? Dig deeper. What was that password? Oh my god. Approval 7328. Let's get that first before I get too excited. 7328, 7328, 7328, 7328. 7 3 2 8. Beautiful. Get in there. We accept it. It's loading. What do we got here? Kozlovka's tragedies. For an uneventful town, Kozlovka has had a fair share of tragedies throughout its history. See below the list of notable incidents: 90s disappearance, summer plague, animal killings, battle of the forest, festival massacre. Let's go to festival massacre because that's going to tell me when the winter festival is. In 1892, dozens of locals were killed during the winter festival. Hell yeah. The culprit was caught murdering festival attendings in front of the Draken Oak. Okay, that's kind of messed up. When cornered, the culprit slit their own throat, joined their victims at the foot of the tree. This is the earliest tragedy recorded in Kozlovka. Okay, there's a lot going on here. So, Winter Festival. What do you got in the Winter Festival? The Winter Festival occurs every year on the 15th December. Okay, so it could be 12/15 as well. 12/15? I guess. The festival celebrated the hardship between the people enduring through the year. Wives would take up their husbands' tools as a sign of kinship and equal footing. The holiday is no longer celebrated since the massacre in 1892. Okay, well, it's not really a thing that we do every year then, right? I'm going to bookmark this. Let's bookmark this one. So I'm going to come back to that for sure. What do we got here? Tragedy recorded in Kozlovka. We got... Let's just go for the bottom top. Let's do Battle of the Forest. Oh, we knew about Battle of the Forest. Battle of the Forest. Animal killings. What do we got here? Alright. Interesting. Police state. What do we got? Get rid of that. This article has been modified from an earlier entry. In 1965, a tragedy occurred when locals were reporting their pets missing to the authorities. It was revealed that dozens of animals were found mutilated on the foot of the Draken Oak. Although the investigation was quickly resolved, the bodies were proven difficult to retrieve due to them decaying at a faster rate in the soil. Why would they do that? We got summer plague. This article has been modified. In August 1990, an unusual wave of death spread across the town. Most victims had pre-existing medical conditions and were found deceased in their homes. Post-mortems revealed unidentified fungal matters within the bloodstream, suspected at the first and be fast-moving contagion. The tragedy ended as suddenly as it began. And we got the 90s disappearance, which we already know of. All right, we got some gas there. So we got, let's go. Town ledger. Oh, that one doesn't have, no. Where was it that I need the Dragunov family? Winter Festival. What was it, 1898? Let's try that first. 1898. Well, okay, let's cancel. Bookmark Winter Festival. Did I do it wrong? 1892 or it's 12/15? So let's go 1892, 12/15. 1892. No. 12. Oh my god. 12/15. 15/12. 15/12. Let's go. Dragunov family. Kozlovka was founded by the Bohdan Dragunov and Alina Dragunov. Their story goes that their love guided them to this plot of land in hopes of starting anew as a family. A memorial was erected to honor the family, which includes a quote that reads, "For the loss of a few, there is still many." It's a little ominous. I guess we're gonna go. Let's go spread those cheeks and check out Bowden. Bowden Dragunov was a founding member of Kozlovka, originally a carpenter. His career shifted to farming after having their first child. Who was born sickly, he was famous for being a terrible farmer, but nevertheless persevered. Good job, man. You know what? You do what you love to do, how you love to do it. And I love that about you. It's all pixely and wibbly. It's wibbly pixely. Alright, well, it's fine. He was always devout to his wife, and famously said to have borrowed her strength at times of need. Think he, literally borrowed her strength? Well, let's check out his wife. Let's check out his wife, eh? Alina Dragunov was a founding member of Kozlovka. She was incredibly spiritual, and set up the Winter Festival as her way of celebrating her husband's crops. The festival attracted dozens of people whose families made up Kozlovka today. She was always devout to her husband, and was known in the community as a community to set everything aside for the sake of her family. For the loss of a few, there is still many. Alright, what do we got here? For a small town, Kozlovka has its fair share of tragedies. Among them, these tragedies coincide with the sudden spike of Kozlovka's agricultural yield, from the earliest to latest. Oh, okay. Is that what we're doing? Is that what we're doing today? We're checking that out? Alright, let's go back here. Let's go tragedies. Where the tragedies at? Okay. So we got... for a small town, Kozlovka has a fair share of tragedies. Among them, these are the tragedies that coincide with the sudden spikes of Kozlovka's agricultural yield, from earliest to latest. So we got earliest festival massacre. We got animal killings. And we got 90s disappearance, I think. Coincidentally, these tragedies were all committed in the forest. Actually, I think I have to check out and see what that graph says. Where's that graph? Where's that graph at? Agriculture. Okay. Spike in 1991. Spike at the at the festival, and then at the war. Okay, it's the wartime thing. Okay, there we go. So it's gonna be the war, not the not whatever the other thing is. So that's good. And then I have to go back to the tragedies. So we're over here. It's not gonna be the animal killings. It's going to be the Battle of the Forest. Festival massacre, Battle of the Forest, 90s disappearance. Then we have to go to... We're all committed in the forest. Where's the forest? Nailed it. All right, let's submit these findings. We got them, baby. For a small